Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the channel. If you're already a subscriber, if you're new, welcome to the channel, and I hope that you'll stick around and you'll subscribe. This is the journey to 5,000 subs and beyond, right? So join us. The goal of this channel is so that we learn from each other and that we share with each other and we can grow together. The whole purpose is for us to educate and motivate each other to be better people. What I'm going to discuss today is I want to talk about social media and the fact that a lot of what you see on social media is true. You know, a lot of people love to point to the fact that, social media it's just all highlight reels and all that sort of stuff. And a lot of it is not real and all. Okay, yes, to a great extent, that is true. But that's not the only truth, so to speak. So I want to shed light on the other sides of what you see from social media. All right, so before I get into that, please don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to hit the like button. That helps with the journey to 5,000 subs and beyond. So I would appreciate that. Don't forget to share the videos. Please leave your comments, what you think about the video or any videos that you would like to see me make going forward. All right, so let's get into it. So, social media. So we hear a lot that it's all highlight reels, that people are not really living these lives. A lot of the stuff that we see is a facade. Folks are not really that happy. And so all they do is they capture their best moments and then they create these highlight reels. And all we're seeing is the highlight reels, right? And then we have the other side to that says, well, social media is causing a lot of depression. There's a lot of research to support that social media contributes to folks struggling with depression because what I just said, people get on there, they look at that stuff, they're seeing all these great moments flashing across their cell phones or their laptops or whatever the case is, and they're thinking, oh, look at me, right? So you imagine this. You wake up in the morning, you're having you slept well, right? And then you start going through your phone throughout the day, whatever day it is, a weekday, a weekend, and you spend a lot of time on your phone. But let's say you are following, I don't know, 300 people, 500 people, 1,000 people or whatever. And a lot of times the people we follow might be celebrities, athletes, whatever the case is, right? And you're consistently seeing folks are doing things, right? They're spending money, they're traveling, they're with their families. Somebody just got engaged. You're here thinking, wow, I can't even get somebody to date. Someone is getting married. Someone is on a trip. Someone is looking great with great abs. They're showing off. You're thinking, whew, I wish I could be in this. I mean, you just consistently keep seeing people doing good things, having a good time, traveling, seeing the world, taking pictures, and all that stuff is in front of your face. And that's why it contributes to depression, because you are in your situation financially, probably you're stricken. You don't have the kind of funds to be traveling the world or doing whatever the case is. Maybe you're not in a relationship, or you just went through a bad relationship. You're single. You can't find anybody to be in a relationship with, right? Trustworthy or whatnot. Or maybe you just broke up with someone, had a divorce or whatever the case is. Maybe you're not in the best shape. Right? You keep saying, I'm going to go to the gym, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, and it hasn't happened yet. So that contributes to the depression, right? And people say, okay, well, if you keep looking at social media and you spend all this time on social media, then it's probably going to lead to you being depressed. And they have a point. It can contribute to that depression. But that's one side of the story. That is one side of the story. The truth is, a lot of what you see on social media is the truth. It is the truth, right? So if you see someone posting, like, for example, I created a highlight reel on my Instagram and I posted these photos, with music attached to it, and, going through Manhattan or going through New York or doing whatever the case is, that sort of stuff. And I legitimately was having a good time. Like, legitimately. It wasn't fake. I legitimately was having a good time. You see people post that sort of stuff. They're traveling, they're taking these beautiful pictures, they're in, I don't know, Saudi Arabia, or they're in France, they're in some part of Europe, and oh, it's beautiful buildings. They're with their loved ones, their family, their friends, or whatever the case is. They're taking all these great pictures, and a lot of that is true. They're out doing that. But what you do not see is how hard those people worked, and maybe the financial discipline that they have to save that money so that they can then go out and take those trips, right? That's what you don't see. So they probably really are having a good time. That is not fake, right? They're just sharing it with the people that are following them, their friends, their family, and people a lot of times you don't even know, right? They're not faking their happiness in that moment. They're having a good time. But what you don't see is they didn't just say, you know what, I'm just gonna get up and go to Paris for a week. I'm just gonna go to Europe for 2, 3 weeks or 4 weeks, right? I'm just you no. They probably were saving for 2, 3 years. And yes, a lot of people are probably not going to get into the details with you about that, but the trip is legit. You saw the person, and they have this great relationship, and they just got engaged, or they're just out with their partner. They're taking pictures, they're happy, they're having a good time together, they're going places together. That is probably legit. They're probably happy. Doesn't mean they don't have issues, and as anyone else would have in a relationship, but those people are probably happy. What you haven't seen is maybe the rough times they went through in that relationship to get to the place they are in the relationship, to where they can share themselves together with the rest of the world. Or you haven't seen the bad relationships that they went through, the things they have endured and persevered with someone else, for them to be at the point where they are now, that they could actually be out there and find someone and be with someone and be happy. We don't see that sort of stuff, right? We don't see, we think people don't just magically just drop and end up in a good relationship. It doesn't always happen like that, if ever at all, right? You don't just meet people. Sometimes you go through bad relationships before you find a good one, right? The other thing is, you see someone who's in great shape. Ooh, look at this person. They got six-pack. They look so good, got on good clothes, whatever the case is, and you're there. And you don't know how hard that person worked to lose the weight they probably had to lose to look the way they look now. It's real, right? That all you're seeing that's probably real. You just don't know how difficult that person, how they got up maybe early in the morning and went to the gym before they went to work, or they went to the gym after they went to work, or what they had to do, or they changed their eating habits or whatever, so that they could look the way they look. And they worked hard so they could buy the clothes they have on. So a lot of what we see, people say a lot of it's fake. That's not true. Well, it's true in that, yes, there are people who are going to fake, but it's not all fake, is what I'm trying to say. A lot of what we see is not all fake. A lot of what you see, a significant amount of it, is reality. These people are really having a good time. They really have, they love what they have on. They love how they look. They're enjoying their trip. They're in love with the person they're in love with. They're in a good relationship. But it wasn't always like that for them. They just did a lot of times what they needed to do to be in the moment. And that gets me to the end of this video. For you, if you are jealous because of how somebody looked and you wish you looked like that, you probably just need to do what they did. You probably just need to change what you do. Your eating habits, work out, walk, do whatever the case is. It's a lifestyle change. If you want to take beautiful trips or whatever the case is and see the world and take pictures, that's what you got to do. Save your money. Change your job. Do whatever the case is. Educate yourself. Get a skill. Get a trade. Do what you need to do so you could live that way. Don't sit there and be envious. The thing with it is, it's if you can't use it to motivate you, then you probably shouldn't interact with it. If you cannot use what you see on social media to motivate you, if you're getting jealous, that says more about you than what is on social media. You need to work on you so that you could see those things and perhaps be inspired by them, not become depressed by them. Let me know what you all think. Let me know if you agree with me. Let me know how you feel. Because yeah, a lot of what is on there is not true. There are a lot of people that post things on there just to make themselves look a certain way, a facade or whatnot. But a lot of what is on there is true. But people work so they could live in that truth. They work so they could do the things that they're doing. Leave your thoughts in the comments, right? And let me know. Let us know what you think. So, as I close with every video, I ask you always, do something good for someone. Do something good for someone. And then always do good by yourself. Do good for you as well. Don't forget to subscribe. Remember, this is the road to 5,000 and beyond. Leave your comments, hit the like button. Until next time,